Hi folks, Cajun from the Kidzeum here. Today we're going to be making origami butterflies for Mother's Day. And as you'll see here, I just have a regular piece of paper in front of me. Now I do have a bobby pin here as well. This is optional. It just makes it a little bit easier later on. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to make it into a square piece of paper. So you can easily do this by taking one corner, and all you're going to do is line it up there until it's nice and flat right there. And then just take your finger right in the middle, slide it down one side, slide it down the other. And what this does is gives us the base for our square. Now, I'm going to take this little bit of the edge right here. I'm just going to flip it up, and I'm going to crease it really good. That means I'm going to take my fingernail, I'm going to run it along here a couple times because we don't need scissors to cut a straight line. Just need a nice good crease. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it the other way, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my fingernail and give it a nice strong crease. Just like this. Do it one more time the other way. What you're doing is you're actually weakening the paper along the seam that we're creating, so that when it's done, we can easily just take our fingers, start a little bit of a tear right there, and then pull at odd angles, just like this, in a nice straight line. Ta-da! That you can save for another craft if you want, but what we're after is this piece of paper right here. So this is a square piece of paper. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this down until our edges meet, just like that, and just like that. Now it doesn't have to be perfect, but get it as close as you can. And then again, take your finger in the middle and then just slide it over to one side, slide it over to the other, and then just make sure that it's got a good crease because we don't want anything bumping up. Now I'm using a thick paper. You can use any kind of paper for this. But now that we've got that, if your paper's sitting down on its own, you're good to go. Next, we're going to use this crease that's already here, and we're just going to fold this down to match that line there. Crease it down really good. We're going to flip it over and crease it down really good again, right here. Just like that. Ta-da! Now, if you open this up, you'll notice that there's a little pocket right here. I'm going to put my thumbs right here, and I'm literally just going to squish it. Just like that, okay? That way I can take my fingers, and you should end up with a smaller square. And believe it or not, that was actually the most complicated part of this. Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to open up this whole thing. And you'll notice that there are a bunch of lines now. We're going to take these two triangles right here. We're going to fold them in on each other and pinch, just like that. And then we're going to take these two fingers and we're going to press down, and it's going to squish it into, looks kind of like a little hat. Neat, right? So again, we're going to crease it just to make sure that it lays flat and it makes it look nicer overall. Crease it really well. Now, when you're done, what you want to do is you want to flip it upside down, just like that. Next, we're going to make the bottom wings of our butterfly. And we do this by offsetting this just a little bit, right like that. On both sides. Ta-da! Just like that. Once you have both the wings like this, we're going to take this little piece here, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to tuck it up underneath like this. Show you what it looks like from the top. Until we have a little triangular piece right above it. Okay? Now, I'm going to pinch right here to create a crease, and then I'm going to take this triangular piece and I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to pinch that really good. Okay? As you can see, it already looks like a butterfly, but if we bend it up in the middle, just a little bit, just like that, oops, crease it really well. Look at that. An easy origami butterfly that you can make your mom for Mother's Day to tell her how much you love her. Now, what this is for, if you find that your butterfly is opening up too much, after you crease it, you can actually take this bobby pin, or a paper clip if that's what you have, and you can put it around here. Just like, oh, got away from me there for a minute. You put it around here, just like this. Let me try this again. And what this will do is it'll actually hold it pinched for you long enough that the paper will kind of settle. And then you can take it off. Hopefully you're preparing this for your mom before the last second. But if you do that, it actually creates a little bit of a different looking butterfly. Kind of like that. And it even looks like little butterfly eyeballs from this view. So if you like this, make sure that you make a couple of them. Make them look nice and pretty. You can draw your own designs. You can write, "I love you, Mom," "Happy Mother's Day," whatever you want. Just make sure that you give your mom a big hug and a kiss. And happy Mother's Day.